History was made today at the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And if you blinked, you might have missed the most emotional result in the entire history of Egyptian football. Egypt, a nation that waited 92 years to win a single World Cup match, finally crossed that line today in Vancouver. But that is just one story from a day that gave us Japan making Asian football history. Lamine Yamal, reminding the world exactly how special 18-year-olds can be. And Cape Verde, little Cape Verde, refusing to be embarrassed by anyone. Welcome to SoccerVault. Here is everything you need to know from June 22nd at World Cup 2026. We are covering 5 completed matches today, plus 3 massive upcoming fixtures that kick off tonight and tomorrow morning. SGT. This is your full daily breakdown. Let's get into it. Japan 4-0. Tunisia. Asian football history. Written in Dallas. Let us start with Group F, because Japan did not just win tonight. Japan sent a thundering message to every team left in this tournament. Tunisia were dismantled. 4 goals. 0 reply. Tournament over for the Eagles of Carthage. It started in Arambot, and I want to stress this, the 4th minute. Daichi Kamada, reading a Nakamura cross brilliantly, flicked in at the near post before Tunisia could even settle. From that moment, this was always going to be a long night for Jalel Kadri's side. Ayase Ueda added a second before half-time with an exquisite 18-yard strike that nestled in the bottom left corner. After the break, Ueda turned provider for Junior Ito's one-on-one finish in the 69th minute. Clinical, merciless. And then Ueda completed his masterpiece with a header in the 83rd. Japan have now become the first Asian nation to score 4 goals in a single World Cup match. They sit joint top of Group F, with the Netherlands on 4 points. Samurai Blue are for real. Spain 4-0. Saudi Arabia. Yamal takes centre stage. Group H Spain. Lamine Yamal, 18 years old, playing at Atlanta Stadium. And utterly unplayable from the first whistle. Within 10 minutes, Yamal slid in at the far post to open the scoring. The crowd erupted. The teenager just smiled. Mikel Oyarzabal then struck twice in the 21st and 24th minutes to make it 3-0 at the break. A Hassan Al-Tambakti own goal rounded off the rout in the 49th. Saudi Arabia, who came into 2026 riding the wave of their famous win over Argentina in 2022, were swept aside like they simply did not belong. Spain's pressing, their fluidity, their individual brilliance, all on full display. La Roja looked like the most frightening attacking team in this tournament, and Lamine Yamal is the best teenager to grace a World Cup stage in a generation. Belgium 0-0. Aina. The night football nearly fell asleep. Not every match lights the stadium on fire. Belgium versus Iran was a genuine, proper, go-and-make-a-cup-of-tea goalless draw. Belgium created moments, De Bruyne flashed a shot wide, but could not find the clinical edge. Iran sat in their defensive low block with extraordinary discipline and earned every inch of that point. The Red Devils will need to find something extra if they want to make real noise in this tournament. One dull evening, 1 point each, and plenty of questions for the coaching staff. Egypt 3-1. New Zealand, a nation writes its place in history now. This is what I want to talk about. Egypt 3, New Zealand 1. The Pharaohs have, for the first time in their entire history, won a World Cup match. Ever. Egypt appeared at the World Cup in 1934, 1990, 2018, and now 2026. Across all those tournaments, across all those decades, they had never, ever won. New Zealand actually took the lead. Finn Sermon heading home from a corner to silence the Egyptian supporters inside BC Place. For a moment, the weight of history felt crushing. But then Salah drove forward. He scored. He assisted. He dragged his nation to a result 92 years in the making. And when Trezeguet dived to head home a third goal late on, the scenes were extraordinary. Players collapsed to the turf. Coaches embraced. Fans wept. This is what the World Cup is built for. And Egypt finally got their moment. Uruguay, 2-2. Cape Verde, the giant killers strike again. And just when you thought this World Cup couldn't get more chaotic, Cape Verde draw 2-2 with Uruguay. Twice World Cup winners, held by a nation of 500,000 people. Kevin Pina stunned Hard Rock Stadium with a powerful free kick in the 21st minute. Araujo levelled before half-time, and Canobio then gave Uruguay the lead. It looked done. But Helio Varela equalised in the 69th minute to send the Cape Verde bench absolutely wild. Remember, Cape Verde already held Spain to a goalless draw earlier in this tournament. Group H is wide open. The biggest talking point: Egypt's moment of history. I want to stay on Egypt because this deserves more than a match summary paragraph. This is a footballing nation of 100 million people who have watched their national team fall short at this level for generations. The 1990 squad went home without a win. The 2018 squad, despite having Salah at his physical peak, won nothing. And tonight, finally, in 2026, they did it. What made this special was the manner of it. They fell behind. A lesser team folds in that moment. But Salah walked to the centre circle after New Zealand's goal and showed his teammates something. Whatever it was, it worked. Egypt dominated the second half. They played without fear, and when that final whistle blew, an entire nation exhaled 92 years of pain and frustration at once. Egyptian football will never be the same. Historic is the only word for it. Upcoming fixtures preview. Messi hunts immortality right. Let's look ahead because the next 12 hours are loaded. First up, Argentina versus Austria. Kick-off at 1 in the morning. SGT June 23rd at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Both sides are on 3 points after dominant opening wins. Argentina crushed Algeria 3-0 in Messi's hat-trick masterclass. Austria beat Jordan 3-1. A win tonight for either side sends them to the round of 32. But here is the subplot that makes this unmissable. Lionel Messi stands on 16 World Cup goals, level with Miroslav Klose. One more tonight, and Messi becomes the all-time greatest scorer in World Cup history. Klose has held that record since 2014. My bold prediction, Messi scores. The stage is too perfect. Argentina to win 2-1, Messi gets the opener. Next, France versus Iraq at 5 in the morning, SGT at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. France are in dominant form after their 3-1 opening win over Senegal. Iraq were hammered 4-1 by Norway. This should be a statement night for Les Bleus. Prediction: France 3-0, Mbappe on the score sheet. Finally, Norway versus Senegal at 8 in the morning. SGT at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. This is the clash I am most excited about. Norway demolished Iraq 4-1, Haaland everywhere. But Senegal are a completely different proposition. Pace, physicality, tactical discipline, the Teranga Lions have it all. This one is tight. My prediction: 1-1 draw. Haaland scores, Senegal dig deep and earn a vital point. What an incredible day at World Cup 2026. Japan making Asian history. Spain's Yamal era officially beginning. Egypt finally getting their 92-year moment. Cape Verde refusing to bow to anyone. And tonight, Messi hunting World Cup immortality. Drop your prediction in the comments. Does Messi break Klose's record tonight against Austria? And if you are new to SoccerVault, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. We post 3 updates every single day through this World Cup, and you simply cannot afford to miss a second of it. Like the video, leave your take below, and we will see you in the next one.